Hi everyone, today I'd like to introduce you to Retro Commander. The game does have its own music, but I'll leave mine on in the background because unfortunately some of it, namely the menu music in particular, which is really cool, is copyrighted. And I attempted to make this video yesterday and got hit with a copyright strike. Well, I say copyright strike. Not a strike, but it would not let me post it without it being demonetized and everything else. So that doesn't really work. But on the bright side, it means that I can whiz through it a bit better, knowing a bit more about the game now. So very much thank you to Noble Master LLC, the dev team behind this. It's a small team from America. They make a few different strategy games. They've made turn-based ones before by the looks of it. And what they always do is they have a demo version, which is the base game, as it were, and then you pay for other maps or modability and things like that. So basically it's a DLC. So rather than it being a separate demo, the base game is like the first campaign missions and the tutorials, I guess. And then everything else is on top of that. And at the moment, it's in early access. As ever, I will not advise people to buy early access games, but you can try it yourself for free and have a go at the first couple of missions from the campaign. They will guarantee at least 7 campaign parts. Each of those have a couple of little missions within them and have an associated story and everything else that goes with it, in the sense of a nice little comic strip. So they put a bit of effort into that. It's a very traditional RTS with a little bit more depth, but think along the lines of the original Command & Conquer. Let's quickly do the intro mission and the advanced tutorial. I have done them before. I managed to break the advanced one at least once, which was quite amusing. But we'll whiz through those today, and then maybe we'll have a quick go of the start of the campaign as well, since I now know what I'm doing. I can whiz through it a bit faster. So let's head in. Pretty straightforward, very similar controls to what you'll be used to. This here, I need to get used to using all of the screen as well and figure out how this works up here. Currently we have matter. The resource things are a little bit weird, and I might just have a quick look and see if we can... Is there an options here? I just want to see if I can increase the size of the UI a little bit, because I'm on 1440p and the UI is quite small, and I just wish it was a tiny bit bigger. Display scaling isn't... no. So we need to build a base. We need a few more builder robots. So we click this. We select all these guys. And we can tell them all to come out here. So this is the matter, your building material. Now that doesn't appear in one of the other missions. And I'm trying to decide why it doesn't appear. There's no way to shrink that down, because in one of the later missions, I'm trying to collect resources, but it doesn't seem to show me the resources. I don't know why that is. But we're going to build stuff. So we're going to build a thorium mine, which goes on this node here. In addition to T crystals, we can also mine the thorium fields via harvesters, which are these things down here. Very reminiscent of, you know, Red Alert, basically. Obviously Command & Conquer as well, but I'm thinking Red Alert purely because of the gems. So we stick a refinery down here. If that guy gets out of the way, there we go. And then we need to be able to build harvesters. So if we stick down a engineering thing, we'll be able to build those. We also need power. We've got the power grid. So as I say, it's a little bit more detailed in that, you know, you need a power grid and all of that jazz. We're going to need to build something that connects the power grid together. So we stick that there. I don't think that needs power, but we'll need to put one down here. Okay, so we need to build some harvesters. Let's build 4, since it wants us to. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's nothing special. We can also build some battle tanks in the engineering base. Oh, I keep clicking on the vehicles as they come out. We can build 4 of those. And currently we're on 8 times speed. You can speed it up, obviously, quite a lot. This is multiplayer as well, by the way, so you can play with people online. So we double click these, and we right click on the transport ship to get them in there. I found that sometimes these little instructions got stuck once or twice.
Yes, sir.
And that's how I broke the second mission. And, I mean, it happens, but this is, you know, this is all very straightforward. We'll speed it up again. There we go. Victory. Really straightforward, very basic. Which I would expect from a very basic intro mission. You see all these stats and stuff if you're fussed. But let us go back to the main menu. And we can leave this game. And then we go back and we get the option to do the advanced one now. So advanced isn't a big difference, but we get to use nukes on the enemy. So we can close that. So first thing is we have our commander here. And we can get loot crates. So the game has loot crates. Now, what I didn't realize when I first started playing is that if you look down here, in very small writing, it says acquired 500 matter. I really would advise the devs, can you make that pop up on the screen where you go to get that? Or even at the top center of the screen, something just to say what you've picked up rather than it just being a very small bit of text down there, because it's really not that noticeable. Maybe if you had a very small screen resolution it was huge, but it would be nice if there was something in the middle of the screen in the UI. And the same goes for when you're playing the campaign and your character is talking and stuff. It appears in the top corner here over everything else in a very little window. I wish it was coming up in the middle so I could actually read it as I was running around rather than having to look in the top corner all the time. Just a bit of a thought if you could look at that, devs. Let's get 4 of these guys out. And then we have our power thing. So this is actually sort of an accumulator, a battery. We're going to cancel off that selection because we need to get more power. So it wants us to put down some solar panels, so we'll stick 2 more of those down. And obviously, if they're in range of the power grid, they'll automatically get power lines to it. Let's have another look at the accumulator now. So now we can see that it is actually counting up power, and we can go back out of that again. So, obviously, apparently the game has a day-night cycle, which I didn't realize at first, but you will need wind generators as well to work when the sun is not there. Power grid again. We're going for a couple more accumulators. We'll just stick them down there. Our fighter jets are idle. This is how I broke the game before. I moved them without following the exact instructions here. So I selected them all and moved them straight to there, and it broke the commands. And I could not get it to reset or continue. I had to restart the mission. But basically, it wants you to click on that. It wants you to click that button and then right-click on there. And because I didn't follow that specific set or way to get them to do that, they were very, very confused. So you have to really follow what it's saying there. I don't know if that's something the devs can adjust, but definitely follow the instructions if you're doing this. So we're setting them to auto now, just as the instructions say there. Now the other thing you can do in this game is teleport stuff. Some of the tech's very advanced. It's actually set in the future, in the 4400 and something. So we found uranium deposit. We need to move this over here. So this is, I don't know if it's a floating ball or what, but it's basically, once you get it in a position, you unfold it. This button seems to do a few things, unfold and various other bits and pieces, but that now activates that. We now select this and we right click on this, and there we go, they are connected. So we can now double click on these guys and tell them all to go through here, and this actually costs matter. So it costs us money effectively to send them across. Very small amounts of money, but... And they will now go and produce uranium. No refinery is needed apparently for that. So, while we wait for uranium to be mined, we can upgrade one of our T collectors to produce more matter. So this again, as I say, this button seems to be used for a few different things. Whether it's unpacking, but it can also be used to upgrade. You'll notice that the game has automatically set itself to 8 times speed. Slowing down now, so we've got our nuke bunker here, and we're going to build a nuke. Let's build one of these. And you'll see it starting to appear at the back there. And now that it's finished, we click this, we select our nuke, and then we right click over here. And we can click launch or launch and ping. I think the ping must alert the enemy, but we're going to launch without a ping. If we zoom out, we can see it launching there. I'm pretty sure it goes really high in the air, so you can't actually see it other than, you know, track its progress across the map. So it is a ballistic missile. And the sad thing is, The nuke's about to hit this. It will come down in a second. There it goes. But because it instantly destroys the building, you don't actually get to watch the nuke go off properly. The victory screen comes up. I was really disappointed by that. But there you go. Okay, so that's the tutorials out of the way. It's blasted through them just because they're really straightforward. Follow the instructions. You'll get there in no time. Let's go back, close the tutorials, and let's do the single player campaign. Let's do a new game, and then you'll notice I've downloaded a few. So when you only play the free version, you'll only have access to a new world. Okay? When you then pay for the additional content, you get access to everything else and all the other maps and yada yada yada. But we'll just click on this now and we can hit to start and we'll have a little play of this first set of missions. So we're in Colorado. It's a 21st century USA. That's modern day. And basically there's a break-in occurred at some biolabs. Terrorists have attacked the biolabs. Hostages were taken. It sounds like it's the intro to a Rainbow Six mission, this. That's how I would describe it, in all honesty. And Agent Johnson. This is the character you're going to be playing as. It gets weirder. Annoyingly, there is music here again, so I'm going to have to cut this music out because this is the music that is copyrighted, I think. So it's quite annoying. But basically, you're being kidnapped by these guys, they're dragging you off elsewhere, and they're taking you to a cave. And you have no idea what's going on. And when you get there, they've got your family, including your dog. And I didn't realize the relevance to that, but there is relevance to the fact that the dog is there. So they leave, they all get killed. And that's it. And then hundreds of years pass. You can see we're going up here. The year 4000. 4700 was that? I thought it was 4,400. But the cave wall crumbled and all of your family's gone. And there's a dog in one of those chambers. Which was really funny. It breaks down on that and you get taken out. So 4,772 is the year. I mean, would you believe that, though? Really, if you woke up, would you believe that? I like the little sequence they've got going on here. I think it's quite nice. He'd also surely be dying from the radiation that's currently everywhere if there's that many nukes going off. But he's found a mech suit. Okay, fine. So we get a little bit of an intro and chat and stuff, and you'll find this on all the missions. They do have this little bit. It's a real shame actually, because some of these really seem like they would fare very well from having voiceovers. I'm just going to speed this up slightly because I remember how to do it. But like the little intro sequences, the comics are really good. But I kind of wish they had voiceovers because they'd be beneficial to have really funny voiceovers. So you see that pop up in the top corner there? That was him. See, are those burning robots? You see, he's chatting to us, but it's so small in the top corner. I wish it was sort of coming up in the middle. And I bet some people would say, I don't want it in the middle. I'd rather have it in the corner. There's no pleasing everybody. I know. So I didn't realize, but these little things are dogs. You know the Boston Dynamics. They have those dog robots. They look very similar to those.
Invalid.
We'll go around this way. I'll just speed everything up a bit. There aren't that many enemies. It's very confused about what this is. A gas extractor. To allow placing of hovercraft factory. Needs time to initialize.
Invalid.
He does ask what it is, incidentally. But it popped up too fast in the corner for me to remember. So he seems to struggle targeting stuff close to him. But he takes a lot of damage, so... yeah, he struggles when things are at certain angles from him to fire and kill. I don't know if that's... I'm assuming it's a bug rather than a feature. But he pretty much does stuff himself. Those are mines. We want to avoid those.
Invalid.
I mean, it's early access, remember, of course, so bugs are bugs. I expect bugs. But I'm trying to get us to a bit where we're more like we're playing a RTS. But you'll remember, you know, you had missions like this in the old C&C games. There we go, loot crate. Mission complete. Have a sip of my tea. Hey, little guy. Who are you and where'd you come from? I'm Agent Johnson. Ah, Agent Johnson, we've been expecting you. I'm Major Tom from the Pan American League. How do you know me? You've arrived just as the prophecy predicted it. It's all as crazy as it sounds. And that is the exit of the story mission. So we hit this to exit and we go to the next bit. You're lucky we didn't fire on you in that thing. Where did you find it? It's a long story, but it was stolen from the labs where I worked. It moves a bit fast sometimes. Can we go back? We can. There we go. Oh, it restarts it, though. Only I can use it as assigned to my DNA pattern. Oh, we can't hit it and pause it, though. So, okay. There you go. Hold this. Big gun. I really wish he, above anyone else, had a voiceover on this, because I think it would be hilarious. Again, with the music that I'm going to have to remove, you won't hear it because I'll have to delete it. I would really advise the devs, if they can, to add a streamer mode. If you don't have the license to allow streamers and YouTubers to use the music, you need to remove it for them. You need to have a streamer mode. And I've already turned the music off, and yet I'm getting music still, so that needs fixing as well. Otherwise, it's just annoying for me making videos. Talking of dogs, we found a real one in an aquarium 2 days ago. Fluffy! Yes, that is your dog. Yeah, I guess it is, kinda. I'll take you to it if we survive this. We'll get back in our robot. So, the robot is like all-powerful. I don't know who kitted it out with weaponry, but it is amazing. These tanks are like melee tanks, and they do a lot of damage. But I seem to be very effective at killing them in this thing, which seems to have insanely powerful weaponry, even though it seems very old. So our job is to just eliminate all the enemies. I will save you the walking around the entire map, but it's up here. This, I think they're our mines rather than enemy ones. I mean, there's nothing here that can really hurt us. It is literally an intro mission. I don't even know if you need to destroy all their buildings. I think the main thing is that you kill all the troops. But just for the sake of it, we will destroy as much as possible.
your element.
There we go. Nice straightforward mission. What is this all about? Prophecy. We've been waiting 2,000 years for your arrival, and here you are. I lost a lot of money in that bet. I'll show you the fluff ball, and we'll get you some new rags. So as I say, there's a couple of missions per campaign part. There we go, it's Fluffy. So our enemies are the People's Army and the Imperialists to the north. They believe in totalitarian policies. We are close to enemy territory. You already met the renegades. I guess that's who we were fighting there. Let's get out of here. There's Chinooks waiting to the west. They are not Chinooks. They look like jet-powered Ospreys. The Osprey is a very fancy and vehicle for the Americans, but it definitely doesn't look like a Chinook. Best to use the robot to reach the Chinooks waiting in the west. Continue. How do we make it through the mountains? You lead.
Okay.
So we have control of everything. Anything with a star in it, you have to keep alive, as I understand it. We're going to speed this up because otherwise we'll be here all week. Yeah, not all the doors appear at first. These guys will come this way.
Invalid.
Here we go. Some mines here, but our guys at the back here can clear these mines.
You got it.
Or they'll walk on them and die. Oh no, there we go, he's done them.
Invalid.
Done. You got it. Sure.
Is that bugged out? Oh no, there we go. There.
Okay.
The first time I came through here, I did spend a little bit of time exploring, but obviously coming through again, I can go a little bit faster because I kind of know where to go.
Sure.
There's actually, I don't think there's any enemies in this one, so it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Is it this way? I think it was this way. Yeah. But yes, you can spend some time exploring. There might be a crate somewhere. I doubt it, though. There's not really any need for a crate in this mission. And that takes us all the way over here. And then we just go and get in these. He comments about the Mayan temple in there. I don't know what relevance that has. You can't actually interact with it at the moment. These plateaus are like Swiss cheese. Swiss? It was pretty rough ride getting here. I don't quite see it. No, I mean the holes. The Swiss. And they're not around anymore? Who? Never mind. What a sad existence. No Swiss cheese. Johnson, lose a robot and get aboard. But the poor robot, we need it. It's so powerful. They're not Chinooks. You're lying. Major, do you have any info on my wife and kids? The cryo chambers had gone when I woke up. Hoping they survived like Fluffy. It's a hole. It's a scratch. We'll be fine. I can't get over the fact that the dog is here. It's ridiculous. Woof. And that's the end of it. So there's a sequel available, so you hit the sequel, and I've already downloaded it, so you go straight into it. Otherwise, you have to download it, assuming you've purchased it. Like I say, that is what is in the free game, I think, in terms of the campaign. So we're back to the bit where we're getting attacked. We get hit again. Pilot's freaking out. Major Tom is chilled as hell. Until the side of the thing falls off. And someone falls out. So, glad we survived that one little guy. We barely escaped, and it looks like the other one is about to go. What I'm going to do is click continue, and we'll just go through this. So this place is in better days. I'm putting you in charge. Defend the outpost. I'll try my best. What about resources? How do I... You'll find a way, little guy. They're already attacking. I'll be on the front lines. Sigh, what am I going to do? Fluffy's back. Where are you going?
Under attack.
Right. Excuse me while I pause this for a second. So the reason I'm pausing it is I tried this mission quite a few times earlier, and I was unable to complete it. So I seem to have done everything, but I don't get any resource thing in the top corner in this mission. So it says you have to hold 500 thorium. And this here, which I assume is how much it's holding, got all the way up to like 700 or 800, but the mission didn't end. So I don't know how to hold the thorium. I don't understand is the thing. So we'll try it now and see if we can get anywhere with it. But I'm a little bit worried that it doesn't function correctly. But let's go back to 1 times speed. So Fluffy's going to go down here. There's a box. There's a junk box.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this guy to attack stuff.
Sure.
There we go. We want these guys to attack stuff as well. This guy needs to build. So if I put him on auto, he will build. But you need to be careful because they attack from the sea eventually as well. So you got to stop this guy running around on his own. So what we actually need to do is quickly build a couple of these, or at least one of these. And then we kind of need to build some tanks. For better or worse, we need tanks.
You got it.
I'm going to try... See, I don't want to send Major Tom too far out because he's needed as well. But I'm going to build a bunch of these guys too. And what we also need to do is build some repair bots. So I'm going to build 4 of those. And I'm hoping that, you know, we'll have enough cash because these guys are collecting it. But I can't build anything in this mission. I don't have a build option. Let's get these tanks out there. Let's build 2 more of those. But we're waiting for resource now. But we'll get the tanks out here because we need them to engage stuff. We've got some infantry going up there. We've got an infantryman in here. Oh, crap.
Got it.
If they destroy that, the game's over. Repair droids. Repair droids, come and fix this.
Right away. Okay. Got it.
Basically, if you lose that, you lose. If you lose any of the major characters, you lose. I'm going to turn that off auto move because I want him somewhere safe. But they should now go around and auto repair stuff. I'm going to get rid of those and hope that they build some more. It's about waiting for resources really, but you also want to defend against attack. Come and repair that gun. I feel like that gun's going to be helpful. See, this seems to dump stuff, and I assumed this was your thorium supply, but I don't really understand how it works. It's rather confusing. Because I would have expected that resource to come up at the top there, but you can't extend that. You can't make it any bigger. So I'm not sure how that works. I don't know if this is processing stuff and building or what. I don't know how it works. It says +1 matter. I think it's converting it. And it says +1 matter per second. So I don't know, because I think that's matter that we're trying to build stuff. It's converting it. I think. But like, it is now building a harvester, so it must have got enough together to do that. But it doesn't tell me anywhere how many resources I've got. That's quite effective against that turret, wasn't it?
it.
Bring a couple of these guys out here.
Sure.
Might just send a couple of these down here as well. There's a dog. Let's do another couple of those, and then let's get some tanks out.
Rally set.
That's a dog. So the dogs are really effective against infantry. Like, exceptionally effective.
You got it. Okay.
Don't know where he's gone.
You got it.
Oh,
Sure. Done. Okay.
I need one of those tanks out now, don't I? There's one.
On it.
Come down here and kill this thing. There it is.
Engaging.
I'm going to build a couple of laser tanks as well, because apparently they're good against the enemy tanks.
You got it.
Oh, crap.
Engaging. Okay.
I'm about to lose because that's going to die.
Right away. Okay. Sure.
It's really annoying. Nothing sort of responds very quickly.
Okay.
It's a bit faffy. I'm going to build another 5 of those. I still don't know how much money I have. I don't know how I get 500 thorium. I don't really understand that.
Got it. On it.
So, las cannon tank can go up here. We've got a big fight going on at the top. Let's get this tank up there.
Done. Okay.
Should have plenty of income now because we've got plenty of the repair guys. And the harvesters, so everything should be good. I just don't know how this whole 500 thorium works. Because, as I say, I've had this up to pretty high amounts. It's disappointing I can't build anything. I will say that. It would be nice to be able to build. Is that finished? No, it's building now. 32. They're quite expensive, these tanks. I'm going to build 2 of those tanks there. That tank is going to come up here, the las tank. So we have one at the bottom and one at the top. We've got a tower here which can fire at stuff. We want some defense here because they do eventually try and come at us from here. Let's have 4 of these guys over there as well. Just trying to keep my important characters down here. I don't think I can heal them either. But there's not a lot on the map, I guess. See, that's the thorium crystal and that's raw. But I don't know how it counts as you completing it. Oh.
Right away.
So this is these are like special forces or snipers.
Got it. Engaging. On it. Right away. Right away. On it.
It's alright, dealt with.
Got it.
Well, there's a tank there. Not good.
Right away.
Sometimes I don't really understand how they get past everything.
Rally set.
Got it.
I just seem to randomly drive past stuff.
Engaging. On it.
Get a couple more tanks in place, I guess.
Rally
I guess
set.
maybe put a couple of these guys down here as well. So that's now at 600. But I don't know at what point it sort of says you are holding 500. I feel like something's broken. I guess I am using it, but there's still 500 there. So I honestly don't know. Could be broken, could not be. It doesn't really explain how you get to that point.
On it.
Rally set.
I'm gonna cut more tanks out.
Okay.
Some of these guys up here, just so we have a bit of a variety of units.
Engaging.
Got tanks there. Here we go. So they're going to attack up here now. We're ready for it. We've got plenty of units there. Let's
Rally set.
let's get 5 of these guys out there to help.
Right away. Got it.
Player eliminated.
Engaging.
Player eliminated. So does that mean we've won? Eliminated renegade forces. Surely we have 500 thorium then. That's at 800. I feel like it's not tripping the event to let you win it. I think it's a bug. I'm not crazy. I don't think I'm missing anything. There's nothing else I can build. I really don't know what else I can do here. I mean, I can explore the map, I guess. The tank.
On it.
I can't get across the water there. I can't get across the water to the top, I don't think.
Right away.
Oh, maybe I can cross this bit. But I'm assuming that there isn't anything else to find. There's just resources everywhere. That's at 800. Actually, it is still converting it to matter?
Got it. Engaging.
So windmills up there.
Right away.
I mean, I'm really not seeing anything though.
Got it. Engaging.
Put it into hyperspeed and see if that helps. I mean, these things have 60 each. And that's just going up and up and up. If it says hold that much, maybe if I build some more, if they're holding it, does that count?
Got it.
I don't know what counts as holding it. 60 each, so I'd need quite a few of them.
Engaging.
But, I mean, the rest of the map is empty. 8 times speed. Let it get filled up. Day and night cycle there, that was interesting. I mean, I'm just going to build some more and see what happens. I'm genuinely curious. I don't know how this works, but I think it's busted. Because there's no other instructions that I'm missing that I can see. It's just... Is this unlimited speed? Maximum speed. I mean, that's nearly full. I mean, these things... What? How did I know I was holding that much? Was it just literally that these things were holding that much by not moving? It's so weird. That needs a bit better explaining, dev team. I don't understand why that took so long or what I was supposed to be doing there. Whatever it was, it doesn't seem to work right. Hey little guy, we are done. We can safely make our way west of the coast now. We meet Omnitech. Omnitech? Hang on a minute. Isn't that from Anarchy Online? Not quite. They control the territory across the ocean in the mainland, once called Japan. I think you mean Japan. No J's used to be pronounced like a Y. You understand? You haven't been calling me Agent Johnson. Huh? You may have a point there. Mildly amusing quips, definitely. Let's see what the next one is. Again with the music. At the lake edge. So, what is this stuff harmful? 66 explain thorium. Affirmative. Thorium is a malleable resource. It's easily transmogrified into other elements, making it extremely valuable. Every major faction currently uses it for nearly every application. Thorium was added to the periodic table of elements in 2036 as element 140. End of description. It's not a huge amount of information. So the enemy base has been spotted between us and the coastline, a few clicks away. Damn, that area is scanned not long ago and clear. What are they up to exactly? No matter, you seem to have a knack for management, little guy, so I'm keeping you in charge. Where's half my stuff gone? Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Besides, I prefer to fire my big gun. So now we have to fight them. Oh, the map's got a lot bigger. Okay, so they must have a base somewhere over there. So, we are back in the game. Let's see. So, we know there's an enemy base somewhere over here, I assume, by the coast, it seemed to imply. So maybe down here. I guess we have to destroy it. Eliminate all the renegade forces. So we have nowhere near as much as we did before. We do have our matter though, so it's actually showing up this time. So that's good. So first thing I guess is we build a couple of harvesters. It's a wall dozer, so that's something that destroys walls. Switch to 1 times. Do we have any repair drones now? No, so let's build 2 of those. We do have a turret now at least. Which is auto-firing? Yeah, auto-firing. We can't upgrade or transform the unit. What happens if I upgrade it? Do I get a bigger cannon? Is my question. Let's build... Those are anti-infantry tanks, bullet tanks, so...
Rally set.
Let's build 2 of these, 2 of these. Infantry-wise, we have laser soldier and standard soldiers. And I can build stuff now, so I can build defenses, so I can build like laser turrets and stuff. I need to build a builder unit actually, because I don't really want that guy to go off on his own. So hopefully he will go and upgrade that. I don't really know how to upgrade it. 10 to upgrade. I assume he'll upgrade it.
Got it. Engaging.
Okay, so bullet tanks have 2 turrets.
Engaging.
There's plenty of resources here. We should be able to build an extractor on that as well. Infrastructure. Or refinery. Guard tower. Oh yeah, the turret now has 2 cannons on it. Radio tower. What does that do? Gives us vision over an area. Built that there. Sounds like something was under attack there.
Got it.
Power grid. Let's put down a windmill. I don't have anything for this. Because you can build things on top of those, but I don't seem to have anything to build on there. Ground and naval. Engineering. Barracks thingy. Can't build any naval. I can't build any air. Can build more power grid stuff. You can build stuff to power caves as well. That's interesting. Does that mean you can build like doors to go into caves? Maybe. Wall gates. You can put. Oh, that's a gate. Okay. I guess I can push out a bit. Don't suppose there's anything stopping me. I have some cash. Just destroying the entire environment as I go. Should have plenty of power. Yeah. Don't get any long-range artillery or anything. I should probably build some troops as well. Just to try them out. Let's get these guys on the move. I might be going too slowly here. It might be possible to do this really quickly. Rough road, I think we're getting close.
Got it.
It's because there is a risk I come across mines and they might be invisible.
Under attack.
Oh!
Invalid.
On it. Engaging. Got it. Engaging.
Okay, they got loads of stuff there. Loads of stuff. Okay.
Got it.
Loads of stuff there. I think I'm going to have to do overwhelming force here.
Done.
Can I repair that? I have no idea if I can repair that tank.
Engaging.
Invalid.
Don't know if there's an easier way to come into their base. I assume it's going to have defenses all the way around it. I think we just try and overwhelm them completely. I'm disappointed I can't put an extractor on those to get even more cash faster. Gosh, I could have built another refinery up here or something.
On it.
Oh, he's attacking that. I was going to say what's firing at what. I mean, this is just going to be overwhelming force to the extreme. Take a couple of wall dozers as well. Just for ramming power. I assume these spit out crystals as well and make these grow. A bit like Tiberium.
Got it.
Invalid. Invalid. Under attack.
Engaging. Got it. On it. You got it. Done. Got it. Engaging. Engaging. Got it.
Invalid.
Got it. Right away.
Laser tank hit that. Short range on the laser tank.
Invalid. Rally set.
I think we just need to 5 of those, 5 of those.
Engaging.
Oh crap, I didn't mean to drive him over that.
Got it.
I assume there's some way to repair stuff. There's also a research building, which I haven't built, so we'll try building that out of interest. Don't have enough to build it. Insufficient funds. That's the thing I'm commonly hearing from... He's not really attacking me, is he? He's just kind of sat back. I suppose he's probably on easy mode since it's pretty early.
You got it. Engaging.
Move this tank over here as well. There is someone... You can build something that removes mines. Yeah, that auto removes landmines. A robot that removes landmines. Which sounds good. So I can bring him over here.
Got it. On it. Engaging. Right away. Got it.
Oh, now it's fighting back.
Right away. Got it. On it.
Rally set.
Right away. Got it. On it. Engaging. Right away. You got it.
Loads more stuff over that. The infantry seem to die pretty quickly. Which kind of fits with the whole original Command and Conquer thing. I do feel like I'm just building lots of tanks. And they're quite expensive, to be fair. It sort of adds up when you build 10 of them. Still 4 more to go. Couple of those, couple of those.
Sure.
How does this research thing work then? Can I actually do research? I mean, I can click on it. Don't actually know what the research thing does at the moment. Creates research points to advance the tech tree. I don't even know where the tech tree is, though. Operation panel? Not sure. Not sure. I guess it could just be too early in the game for that research to be enabled. It's actually not something it's mentioned to me. It wasn't in the tutorial missions. So I'm not sure.
Engaging.
Let's see if we can finish this.
Under attack. Invalid.
Right away. Got it.
Invalid.
Engaging. Right away.
Invalid.
Got it. Got it. Right away. On it. Got it. Engaging. Right away. On it. Right away. Engaging. Right away.
Definitely think I need to still keep producing more and just keep throwing them in.
Got it.
I think the standard tanks are the best. If I destroy their buildings, then at least they can't build anything else to kill me.
Right away.
They got like rocket troops and stuff.
On it. Right away. Got it. On it.
If I kill that, then it shouldn't have any power, right? So those won't work anymore. That works, yeah.
Right away.
Kill the power. Oh, actually, that's still firing.
Got it.
Or is it? I can't quite decide. I think it is, but maybe not as fast. Maybe it doesn't work as well without power.
On it. Engaging. Got it. On it.
I think I've won this fight. Just with overwhelming forces.
Engaging.
There's that robot gone. Come up here and demine everything.
Done. Got it. On it. Engaging.
Oh, there's a tunnel. They've got an underground.
Got it.
So there's been a lot of activity in this cave recently.
On it.
Yeah. Destroy that, destroy that, destroy that. Landmine field, watch out. I assume that's there.
Engaging.
Is that uranium on the ground there? Yeah, uranium. Landmine at that side. Some ancient rocks.
On it.
Is that an enemy? I think that's an enemy unit.
Engaging.
How do they even have something still? Why am I not? Oh, it's got loads of cash in there, but taking ages to convert it. Okay.
Right away. Right away. Got it.
I suggest there's still something somewhere.
Got it. Right away.
Invalid.
On it.
There we go, we can kill that. I mean, there can't be that much left, surely. Come round here and get rid of that minefield.
Engaging. Engaging.
Something up... Oh, there's stuff up here, look. Stuff they haven't finished.
Got it. Right away.
Under attack.
Right away.
Oh,
Engaging.
more caves.
Right away.
Yeah, more harvesters.
Player eliminated.
There doesn't seem to be much left of it. Indeed. Wait.
Got it. On it.
Move everyone to the enemy base.
You got it.
Okay. I guess.
Sure. Right away. On it. Engaging. Got it.
He really doesn't like that rock, that tank.
On it.
Fluffy is so fast. He's faster than a tank.
Right away.
I mean, there's nothing left of the enemy base, but...
On it.
Fluffy's in... Okay, so it is counting as soon as they're in this area that they're safe.
Under attack.
Oh! The nuke does! How rude. They're dropping multiple nukes on our base.
Right away.
That's not very nice. Let's go back to the story. And then we'll probably call this video there because I think it's going to be over an hour. But we will continue the campaign because it's quite entertaining. I think it's sort of building us into the game a bit. Expanding what we have access to. Back at base, sir, we found a cave full of uranium far from here. It's packed with it. Wow, Christmas has come early. I love the smell of the uranium in the morning. That must have been why the sneaks were here. Why are we using uranium? Isn't it dangerous? Ballistics, my little friend nukes. No, Johnson, it was the meteors that destroyed us. That's where the thorium came from. They all harbour it. Where did it start? 66 can explain. The oldest footage suggests the first meteor hit the shoreline of an island called the UK. Caused a tsunami destroying London. There was no warning. They arrived somehow undetected in the year 2032. The meteors hit a place called Europe. And then the rest of the world. England went to penalty. World Cup out to penalty shootout with Germany. And then the world ends. Sounds about right. Agent Johnson, my man. We need your help again before we can send you to the Omnitech. We've got the walls back up. Nothing else was worth salvaging. You need to get the basics up and running. Right, of course. Don't forget the missile silo. We'll need a shipyard to ship you out of here as well. But I am going to call it there for this video, but I will continue. And we do have uranium, so we can build nukes. So let me leave this game. But thank you everyone for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe. Do come back. I will play some more of this game because I'm curious where this campaign goes and how weird the story gets.